So I guess I'm live. How we doing, everybody? This is a special edition of Big Time Reality TV. I haven't been on in a while. I've been busy. Been spending a lot of time in Stockton with my wonderful girlfriend. I haven't really had a time to come on and chat with you guys about my thoughts on certain TV shows. I don't even watch a lot of. I don't even like live tweet anymore. So you know what? I thought, why don't we just go live for about 20, 30 minutes, give my thoughts on certain shows that I'm watching right now, from the challenge, from Survivor. We got Amazing Race season premiere this week. It's an all-star season with Big Brother, Survivor, and Amazing Race All-Stars. Might even talk some Game of Thrones. That's what I'll start with, like, my binge real quick. Let me go ahead and post this on Twitter real quick. Hey everyone, going to do a live stream show. Give my thoughts on all the shows that I'm currently watching on TV or the internet. And it's tweeted. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It is a gloomy day in Modesto, California. I was turning in. I'm a substitute paraeducator in my town, and I was turning in my timesheet today. Man, it was super gloomy. I'm glad that we had a field trip on Friday. We went to one of the main sites of the place I work for, and it was nice and sunny, and it basically calmed down big time after it. Let me start over. I'm super hyped right now. I haven't done a live show in so freaking long. I don't know if I'm gonna get anybody to tune in, but you know what? I need to post something out here. I unfortunately don't do interviews anymore. I just, one, don't have the desire to, and two, it's just tough to get people on. Last one I did was for Vendettas. But anyways, I want to start with my Game of Thrones binge. So I started watching Game of Thrones. My girlfriend introduced me to it back in November, I want to say. We watched the first episode. I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to watch this past anything. It's a lot of crazy stuff happens in it. A lot of very explicit stuff that I won't get into. If you want to watch Game of Thrones, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But first time I ever watched it, it was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna watch it again. But as 2019 hit, and I knew Game of Thrones was only months away, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. So I watched episodes. I watched all 7 seasons. It took me up until Thursday night, like around 10:30, 11 o'clock, to finish the series, with the premiere episode being last night. And I gotta tell you, while I don't understand everything that's going on in the show, and I don't know if even the super duper fans, I'm sure my girlfriend's brother-in-law probably understands everything, but I'm sure even some people that consider themselves really big fans of Game of Thrones are there's probably points in the show. Like I said, I'm not going to give any spoilers about it or anything, but there's probably points in the show that you probably will be like, wait, what just happened? The one thing, my biggest gripe about Game of Thrones is it's kind, the endings are like, what's going on here? It's like, you watch the ending. I remember there were a few of them that I watched in my binge that I was like, wait, what just happened? And I hit the 15 seconds back button a few times. And I had to watch the ending like 3 or 4 times just to see what was going on. So, but if you guys are like, what? My advice for people who haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, I wanna say you should watch it, but like, I would have said this a couple weeks ago with the season, before the season started. I would love to be able to be like convinced, be like, oh, Andrew got me into Game of Thrones. But it is super, you got to be super all up in it. And with only 5 weeks left of the show, it's tough to be like, oh, you should get into it now. I mean, if you want, you guys could probably like watch every episode up until the season finale, and then watch when the season finale hits, you watch that live. But I'm gonna tweet the link out one more time. But it's tough to say, oh, you should start watching Game of Thrones. It's not like any other show. There's a lot of very graphic stuff, very adult content stuff that if you're not into that, the show's definitely not going to be for you. There's a lot of explicit language in the show that, with it being on HBO, the FCC doesn't regulate it, so they can say whatever they want on the show and it'll be okay. But I'm gonna stay on until maybe about 20 more minutes, and then I'm really obsessed with HQ, so I'm gonna play HQ. So I don't know if I'm sending the right link out or not. Let me open up my YouTube channel real quick. But without it giving anything away about the episode, it was overall a pretty good premiere. I feel like it set up good stuff that we have to look forward within these next 5 weeks. Looks like we got a battle, some type of battle where we might lose some main characters next week. All right, let me. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, so I'm gonna tweet out this link. See. Yeah, it says I don't have any viewers yet, so I don't know if I sent the right link or what. But anyways, like I said, I would recommend Game of Thrones, but it's tough because it's unfortunately ending in about 5 weeks. So if you want to get into it, I say do it, but it's tough to say. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to I don't know what I want to talk about now. The challenge, I guess. Challenge season 33, War of the Worlds. Just had an episode 8, I want to say. I haven't finished episode 8. I know the results of it. I know if you haven't watched it, don't watch my show. Podcast. I know Bear got eliminated by Kyle in this past episode, so that was the first male elimination. So I believe the males are down to the final 6. We have Turbo, we have Theo, we have Wes, we have Hunter, we have Polly. I'm trying to think who else is in. Wes, Theo, Polly, Hunter, Turbo. I think it's only 5 left. If I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up the wiki real quick. I'm pulling up my phone. The challenge season 33. I don't remember if I say Kyle or not, but we'll see. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have Hunter, Kyle, Polly, Theo, Turbo, and Wes. And then on the ladies' side, we have 7 ladies left. We have Kara, Devon, Dee, Georgia, Maddie, Nani, and Ninja. The big theme about this season is all the legends going down. I mean, episode 2, we get the reigning champ, Ashley Mitchell, get sent home. Hunter goes in elimination with her, ends up sending her home. Really excited about that. I don't have backlash against Ashley, but I didn't want to see her last long after winning $1 million. I mean, come on. We see Bananas and Morgan Willett get called in second episode. They get sent home by Zach and Zahida. Episode 3, Bananas goes home. Episode 3. Here's my take on Bananas, guys. I know that he is a powerful, powerful player of the challenge. He's won 6 challenges, has been on the show for 13 years, 14 years, since 06, 05. He's not somebody that has not paid his dues on the show. At the same time, it's very annoying how he acts when he doesn't get his way, or if you listen to podcasts like Challenge Mania, Zach should. And I know he said something about this in the reunion. Zach said he was going to throw the challenge, and because he needed to go home, and he didn't throw it for me, but he threw it for Wes. Why did he do that? But let's get this straight, ladies and gentlemen. Not Wes. Bananas is a big baby. If he ends up screwing somebody, whether it be somebody like Paul Walnut, Sarah Rice, Ev, it's considered a good move. But when somebody does it to him, like Sarah, Tony on Vendettas, Devin sending him home on Vendettas, or even Wes, it's like, I feel like it's too early to do it. Like, I get Bananas is entertaining, and yes, it is this is a very objective statement because the great thing about the challenge is most of their stars, you can either love them or hate them. There's no middle ground. And Bananas is definitely that person that you can either love or really hate. It's just like you either are a super Bananas fan, you go to bananashop.com, you get his swag. I have Bananas t-shirt, I'm not gonna lie. I've had it on I've either worn it on here or reality radio, I don't remember. But I know that ever since he won Rivals 3, you can see how past his prime he is. He's not good in eliminations. He lost to Derek on Dirty 30. He lost to Devin on Vendettas. Who else? Final Reckoning, he goes home twice. He loses to Paulie Natalie in the final elimination. Before that, he gets eliminated by Jocelyn Sylvia in a mental elimination. And then to go home from Zach and Zahida, I know a lot of people, including my good friend Stefan from Reality Radio, thinks that he's overrated. I don't think he's overrated, but I definitely think he's way past his prime and he's not going to be able to bounce back and ever win another challenge. If he does, it'll be by luck, guys. I mean, we have all these kids from all these TV shows, especially the Are You the One kids that can't stand the sight of Johnny Bananas. So the fact that he went home third this season, it speaks volumes and measures. In the following episode, we have a double elimination where not only Natalie goes home, Natalie, who's had 2 very good seasons in her rookie season, Vendettas and Final Reckoning, making it to the final Paulie, CT goes home. So, I mean, we have 2 episodes in the first month where Bananas and CT goes home. Not the final, not close to the final, the very first month. And that was unreal. I mean, to see those 2 go home in the first month, it's like, well, what? What happened here? So let me talk about some of these new cast members. So we have Theo and Turbo are the only 2 male prospects left. Both of them making the tribunal last episode was impressive, and I feel like Turbo. It's one of their 2. I feel like it's going to be between the two of them. Theo is a beast. He was a former track runner. He, in my humble opinion, he's the best partner Cara has ever had. No disrespect to Darrell, who unfortunately got sent home first impression me too. He and Cara worked very well together. Turbo, pretty self-explanatory. He is the turkey version of Sandra Diaz-Twine, who's won 2 seasons of Survivor. From what I hear, he got eliminated pretty early on. Not pretty early, but he didn't get eliminated. He got medevaced on his 3rd season of Survivor. So he would have won 3 seasons of Survivor. For MTV to go out of their way, not even to cast anybody on US Survivor, Australian Survivor, they went all the way to Turkey, guys. So you got to know this kid Turbo is a badass. Kyle still in the game? No, I could care less. Kyle is just too obsessed over and too butthurt over Cara choosing Paulie over him. I mean, I get it. He might have had feelings for her at one time, but if she doesn't want you, there's no point in to keep trying. Make yourself look like a fool on national TV. Let's be real here. So he's in the game. You know what? Good for him. Wes. I think Wes If you were to power rank people right now, I think Wes and Polly would be the top two. Top four would be Wes, Polly. I hate to say it, Hunter's not in the top four. I think Hunter's 5. Wes, Polly. I would say Turbo, actually. I would put Turbo 1. Turbo 1, Polly 2, Theo 3, Wes 4. So those 4 are the ones that I feel like will have the best shot to make it into the final. On the women's side, you got somebody like I'll get to Sam last. You got somebody like Georgia who wins her first elimination against the reigning champ, has been in a 2 or 3 tribunals, ended up splitting the tie to send Paul and Ninja in last episode. I don't see her winning, but good casting by MTV. She seems like a fun person to have on these shows. I feel like if she gets casted on future seasons, she's going to be fine. Go over to somebody like Ninja, strong competitor. I somewhat agree to what Banana said on Challenge Mania. She doesn't have any personality at all, but you know what? When you can back it up, why do you need personality to be on the challenge? You got Devon. Love her. Unfortunately, I feel like she's going to fall like right before the final. Fall over and like pass out, but I feel like she's going to be like, I don't know how much longer I can take. If I go in elimination and I lose, at least I go home to my daughter. That's how I feel like she feels about it. You know what? I feel like I've said all that I need to say. Nobody's tuned in 22 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce. You know what? I'm going to definitely do this again. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.